Well, it depends on the type of testing and the condition of the forensics that if we discover any forensics. So there's a lot of processes, and again, I'm not a scientist, so we have folks that are experts in that, and they will do everything in their power to maintain that and produce anything that is producible.
Apologies if you already mentioned this, but can you talk about how LAPD found about this right now?
So it was brought to our attention that this retired officer had an item that was believed to or alleged to be possibly taken from or recovered from the Rockingham estate back in the 90s. And that's how, once we learned about that, we followed up and recovered it from him.
To LAPD?
I don't know how the contact was made, but we discovered it, and our investigators immediately followed up on that.
Can you tell us what the report is, how the knife was found? It's scary. Seal the wall.
Yeah, that I don't know. I don't know where it was recovered or how it was reported to have been recovered.
Are any of the original case detectives on
Well, when a case remains open, it is handed off to a special team, our open case team, and that is who has it at robbery homicide. So they would not have been the original investigators on this case. And that happens in many cases that go on for years. We have, a number of cases that are still open, from decades ago, where the officers and investigators are certainly retired by now. So, last question.
Clarify if you could. The retired officer, was he retired back at the time he received the item?
We're still trying. I don't have that information. We're trying to determine that, what his status was when the item was allegedly handed to him, whether he was in fact retired or retired shortly after that. All I can tell you is that he did retire in the late 90s. So, and I'm not sure when this item was actually came into his possession.
And he was working a movie shift?
He was more, yeah, a lot of our officers work. You see them around the community in Los Angeles and elsewhere. Typically they're on LAPD motors, or not LAPD motorcycles. They work on movie bikes that look like LAPD officers, and they are in LAPD uniforms. That is by an agreement with the city and with the department that they work those jobs for traffic safety, for the safety of the public. So it's my understanding he was working one of those jobs as a motor officer for the movie job. So he would, in any case, be off duty, whether he was retired or still employed by LAP, but in an off-duty capacity.
What's his name?
We're not providing his name at this time. Okay, thank you very much.